Coming up, a man convicted of killing 4 people at a property management firm is dead. What we know about the case. A warning from an area fire department tonight about something they found inside an apartment complex. And a North Dakota music pioneer receives the state's highest honor. Hello and welcome to the Nightly Review. I'm Tom Tucker. We begin with a look at tonight's headlines, then a one-on-one conversation about some good news and bad news when it comes to lung cancer treatment and screening here in North Dakota. But first, tonight we're following a developing story out of Mapleton where there was some type of standoff for much of the day today involving deputies from the Cass County Sheriff's Department. We understand the standoff came to an end just after 4 o'clock this afternoon, and it all started around 11 o'clock this morning when the Cass County Sheriff ordered residents living in the 500 block of 5th Street North to shelter in place. That's all the information we have on the standoff at this point, and the Sheriff is expected to release additional details in just a short while here this evening. We'll pass along more information on this case just as soon as it becomes available. In other news tonight, the man who killed 4 people at a property management firm in Mandan in 2021 is dead. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says 48-year-old Chad Isaac died from self-inflicted injuries. He was pronounced dead Sunday night after being taken to Sanford Hospital in Bismarck. The Highway Patrol responded to the state penitentiary Sunday after receiving a report that Isaac harmed himself. No other information is currently available, and the Highway Patrol continues to investigate. A Fargo man was killed in a motorcycle crash Sunday afternoon. Investigators say 75-year-old Charles Hiram Beccaris lost control of his bike on County Highway 16, about 2 miles southwest of Horace. A passerby spotted the motorcycle in a sunflower field and called authorities. Beccaris was taken to a Fargo hospital where he died from his injuries. A warning from the West Fargo Fire Department after fire crews were called to an apartment complex Sunday night. Crews were called to the Haven Apartments off 12th Street East around 10:30 for reports of smoke coming from an apartment. Battalion Chief Joey Porter says an electrical outlet became singed from overuse. Porter says the outlet was simply fried, but says no major damage occurred. He says things could have turned out much worse, and he reminds residents not to overload those electrical outlets. West Acres Mall in Fargo is celebrating its 50th anniversary, I should say. West Acres Development CEO Brad Schlossman says his father was motivated to start the mall after becoming the landlord for Sears. Schlossman says the mall has grown with the community and says the mall generates more property taxes and sales tax revenues than any other venue in the city. Fargo Cass Public Health is hosting a chalk block event to recognize National Breastfeeding Week this week. We're told clients and community members are encouraged to express what breastfeeding means to them through drawings and words using chalk. Artists and creators can show up during business hours this week outside the Fargo Cass Public Health main building on 25th Street South. Well, abortion is still legal in North Dakota following a temporary pause on the state's trigger ban because of a lawsuit.
So we were, greatly relieved to have the judge rule. It was very last minute. It was 4 p.m. on Wednesday the 27th. We were approaching that day, not knowing if it was our last day to provide abortion in North Dakota or not.
The director of the Red River Women's Clinic, Tammy Cromanecker, says she's grateful for the pause, which she acknowledges is only temporary. She also says she's using the time now to prepare for opening a new location for her clinic in Moorhead. Using a GoFundMe campaign, the clinic has raised more than $977,000, and we're told the money will be used for opening their new location in Moorhead. The late founder of the International Music Camp is being recognized with North Dakota's highest honor. Governor Doug Burgum presented the 47th Theodore Roosevelt Rough Rider Award to the children of Merton Utgard on Friday. Utgard was recognized before a performance at the International Music Camp during the 90th anniversary celebration of the International Peace Garden. He founded the music camp at the Peace Garden in 1956 and served as director for 28 years. A lawsuit brought by a Minnesota woman who was denied the morning after pill is moving forward. Andrea Anderson says her pharmacist refused to fill the prescription, citing his beliefs. Anderson has sued under the Minnesota Human Rights Act. The act prohibits discrimination based on sex and includes issues related to pregnancy and childbirth. The case is believed to be the first of its kind in the nation. The CDC is reporting 33 cases of monkeypox in Minnesota, but officials with the State Department of Health say there are likely more cases that have not been reported. The state is warning that monkeypox can spread from person to person, and data indicates the virus is almost exclusively spread among men who have sex with other men. Business owners in Sturgis, South Dakota, are preparing for the city's big annual motorcycle rally, which gets underway this Friday. City officials say the pre-rally attracts a smaller crowd than the official event, but say traffic is now picking up. Business owners say they're ready to work extended hours during the event. This will be the 82nd year for the rally, which attracts an average of 500,000 motorcyclists every year. Well, thanks for choosing the Nightly Review as your source for news and information for all that is happening in the FM Metro and the surrounding region. Please support the program by subscribing and hitting the bell button below. Well, time now to see what's happening weather-wise. A little bit of a warm-up is on the way. Meteorologist Justin Storm has the forecast from the Skywatch Weather Center.
Thanks, Tom. As we head through the remainder of this evening, we'll gradually see clouds slowly increasing with wind light around 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the south-southeast. We'll see temperatures dropping down into the mid-60s with a slight chance for a couple scattered showers and thunder showers throughout the overnight hours. Into Tuesday, although unlikely, an isolated sprinkle is possible throughout the day. Otherwise, it will remain partly sunny, hot, and humid with high temperatures in the lower and mid-90s. And as we head into Tuesday night, well, a cold front will swing through, bringing another chance for a few scattered thunder showers into early Wednesday morning. The rest of the day on Wednesday is going to be much cooler with high temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s, and it will be a bit on the breezy side with wind gusting as high as 30.
It could happen to you or someone you love. One moment, one diagnosis can change everything. Thankfully, there's a program that helps caring people uplift families through a crisis. Lend a Hand Up, raising financial help and hope through community benefits and online campaigns. A program that boosts generosity so gifts go further. Lend a Hand Up helps you help your neighbors. Learn more and give at lendahandup.org.
Welcome back to the Nightly Review. There is some good news tonight for North Dakota when it comes to treating people for lung cancer. The state leads the nation when it comes to treatment rates, with roughly 86% of people who have the disease actually receiving treatment. And that compares to the national average of 79%. Pat McCone is the Senior Director of Public Policy for the American Lung Association. She joined me to first talk about the good news revealed in the report and then talked about areas that still need improvement.
Well, a treatment is really important for sure, but we really also want to emphasize in the report about early detection and screening. And we've made so much progress in that area, and so much progress when people are diagnosed in increasing their life expectancy by 30% over the last 10 years. And North Dakota is leading the country on getting treatment, that is for sure. So we're thinking that's a great start, but with only 11% of those that are eligible and at high risk for potentially having lung cancer, only 11% have gotten screened. So we have a lot more to do.
I asked McCone what it is about North Dakota's approach or healthcare system that allows the state to lead the nation when it comes to lung cancer treatment.
It's a good question. The report doesn't give all of those answers, but I'm going to say one of them is once people are diagnosed, that they have access to professionals and to that treatment that is not always available in many states. And importantly in North Dakota, it is available to folks that have said, hey, you do have lung cancer, and there's a treatment option within the state and accessible for you.
McCone says she's generally pleased with what the report shows for North Dakota, but says lung cancer screening rates locally and elsewhere still show plenty of room for improvement.
I'm pleased. I mean, I'm always pleased when numbers go up. I'm pleased when someone's first, but sometimes first, and when the numbers are low to start with, as I said, even for screening, the numbers are low. North Dakota is ahead of Minnesota as far as numbers that have gotten screened percent eligible by In Minnesota, it's only 7%. In North Dakota, it's 11%. I also am pleased that increasingly people are getting to be aware that lung cancer is the #1 type of cancer that kills more Americans, both men and women, than any other type of cancer.
McCone also talked about those who are eligible for lung cancer screening.
Yes, it's 11% of those that are eligible. And let me just explain who's eligible to get screened or at risk to screen and the guidelines for screening. They were expanded last year, and the age group got expanded to anyone age 50 to age 80 who has a 20-year pack year history of smoking. So that would be anybody who smoked 2 packs a day for 10 years, or 1 pack a day for 20 years, or 20 packs a day for 1 year, that 20-pack year. And then, as importantly, it also includes anybody who was a former person that smoked and quit in the last 15 years. I mean, congratulations to all those folks that did. And you still have some risk around lung cancer. So they also fall in that group of being eligible for the low dose CAT scans that are the standard for screening for lung cancer.
I'd like to thank Pat McCone, Senior Director of Public Policy for the American Lung Association, talking about the new State of Lung Cancer report from the American Lung Association. Now, the report also finds that in North Dakota, indigenous peoples are more likely to be diagnosed with lung cancer, with a rate of about 130 cases per 100,000 people. Well, that will do it for this Monday night, August 1st, 2022. I'm Tom Tucker. Thanks for watching the Nightly Review.